right. So again, strong growth, thinking about more jobs that are going to be created in that industry, increase of job prospects. It's going to be easier to find employment in those industries, and the wages will either stay very strong or be increased because of the amount of people that's going into the industry that they're going to need more competition with, so the wages in that industry may increase. If you're going into the medical field, you know that doctors and surgeons get paid a lot of money because one, there it's a very competitive type of environment. It's also that they're really, really strongly needed. We always need surgeons and doctors and things like that. And that also it takes a lot of work to become a doctor or a surgeon. So their wages got to be very high for that profession. So, what does a decline? And again, I was talking about this with postal workers. The job prospects are likely going to be kind of tough. There's very fewer than normal jobs are going to be available. An increase in job competition, and you can kind of see this. And I don't want to kind of drag um, like musicians and artists and those people in the creative industries under the bus, but um, a lot of people in the music or the art industry, it's very hard for that industry to grow because you're being so creative. There's no really like competition almost because each person has their own unique style, and you like certain musicians more than you like others. So it's really hard to compete in an artist or a music industry because of those factors. But also, there's always competition to be above everyone else, even though competition is, and that's why it's hard to compare artists and like creative jobs in job outlook because of that same problem, because it's just a wide array of different styles and people's likes and dislikes and just competition in general. So um a decline might also tell us that wages are gonna decrease. Like people that work on old technology probably won't get paid as much as people who work on new technology will. So, why is there a decline? Because of, again, like I said, new technology. If you're working on iPhones, you're likely to get more paid more than if you're still working on vinyl turntables. Or a big one is clockmakers also have a hard time because most clocks are going to be are digital, or in some capacity you don't even use a watch anymore. Most people use their phones to check the time, or an Apple Watch, or something into the technology world. Another big one is the shift in consumer taste. Um, Thinking about the digital versus disc industry when it comes to DVDs. DVDs and Blu-rays are probably going to be the last disc media you're ever going to use because the shift in consumer taste is going digital now. Everybody's buying a digital copy. You might even be buying digital video games and not even using discs for that stuff. I know that there's several games that I have purely digital copies of, and then there's some that I like to have physical copies of. I'm just a crazy person that likes to have physical copies of stuff just in case. Same thing with books. Same thing with radio. It's all shifting to purely digital formats. So, because of that, you have to realize that there's going to be less and less of certain kinds of industries. Another big, big, big one, and one that we're definitely encountering right now, is the delivery industry. DoorDash, Grubhub, Food Dudes, any kind of delivery industry, especially as of this week, has grown ginormously because of the shift in taste, because we've had to shift. So, being a delivery driver right now, you're going to get a lot more job growth because of the shift in taste. Not really even willing taste, it's because we have to, but you can see the shift that's happening.